Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 15230 Northeast Beach Court here in Portland. We're located inside the home in a closet. We're in a back room. That's the rear foundation wall. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout on the stack here. We're going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. Alright, right here just in front of the camera is the terminus of the line. I'm going to go do locates to see where the camera head is at currently. Alright, right here we do hit a T-junction in the line. This appears to be where the line terminates. I'm having a little trouble picking up the actual locate right now. I believe the camera's heading up towards the front left corner of the property. The problem is there's a huge electrical box up there that's throwing off a lot of static and messing with the locator. Anyway, we're going to reel back here a little bit, and I'll try and relocate it in another spot. It looks like right here at the very end it bells out to 4-inch pipe. Unfortunately, once we hit that section there, the camera's either not going to turn at all, or we have no control over the direction here. That's anyway. Generally, when we hit the T, we are at the end of the line here. We've got the pipe all drained out at this point. There's a couple spots I want to take a look at on the way back. I'm going to go relocate right here at 63 feet. All right, so I am picking the camera head up here. I'm going to pull back a little bit and just do one more set of locates. Again, there's a large electrical box at the front left corner of the property, and it throws off a lot of interference for the locator. So anyway, I'm just going to reel back here a little bit, but it looks like, as best as I can tell, where I'm picking the signal up is just about where the where this property and the flag lot driveway next door meet, up where there's all the junction boxes and stuff. And I think what it's doing, the line is connecting onto an easement or some kind of party line connection there, and then from that point it's going out to the street. So I'm going to see if the camera will even make this turn up here. Generally, once you hit a T connection like that, it's going to stop the camera up pretty hard. If we can even get it to go the right way here. Yeah, it just won't make the turn. A lot of times you can get around the turn there, scope a little further and hit the main in the street. In this circumstance, we can't. So I recommend contacting the city or pulling records to see if there's any type of easement on the property, anything like that, to make sure that the connection there is a conforming one and not a non-conforming party line or something like that. These houses around here are a little new generally for party lines, but it's entirely possible. And given where I'm picking the signal up and kind of going off some of the city's paint markings out here, it's lining up with the paint marking kind of coming up from the flag lot driveway. So I would definitely look into that. And I'm going to do another set of locates right here, about 50 feet. Alrighty, definitely we're just adjacent off to the left side of the driveway right now, and it's doing an angle and shooting right over towards, or right at the flag lot driveway there. So anyway, that kind of helps us narrow it in. Once you're past about 65 feet there, I can't get a good locate on top of the camera head, just a kind of a scattered signal. So anyway, for that reason, I recommend looking into that. I'm going to go locate the camera head right here as well. Right at the top of the pipe there, we've got some, it looks like debris buildup almost. It's circular enough that it could almost be a drain tie in there, but it looks, yeah, it's either a hole in the top of the pipe or, you know, it's possible debris could have got stuck there. It's a really weird spot for that to occur, as there's no other debris anywhere else around there. Anyway, I'm going to see where this is at in particular and see if it's near any sinks or anything like that. And sometimes you'll get kind of a crusty corrosion buildup where a sink drain comes out because all the junk they have going down it. Okay, this is located outside the garage, about 2 feet outside of it roughly, right between a seam and the concrete slabs. I put a small white X there. It's only about 1 foot 6 inches deep at this particular spot. Given its location, I'm running a sink out in the garage. That would be the only one that would even make sense to tie in here. With concrete over the top of it, your best bet here is to hydrojet the line and then rescope it. The jetting is going to remove all that junk there from the top of the pipe, and that would allow you to actually see if you've got a hole there in the line or not. The reason I think it looks indicative of how pipe looks once it gets a crack in it, but not having any other debris anywhere else except for right there is a little suspect. That's much more indicative of how a crack looks in a pipe. Now, unfortunately, the sink out in the garage, which again, I can see a pipe diving into the concrete floor there, but the sink is completely clogged up, so we're not getting any water draining through at all. That might be a little bit of it slowly percolating through, and we'll look out for other drain tie-ins here. That's where our utility sink's tying in there, it looks like. Yeah, I'm just about to reel the camera out of the line. It sounds like we were just able to look up. There is, in fact, an easement for the sewer line. It appears to terminate where I was referring to. So my only concern here is at 37 feet where it looks like we may have a possible crack. I would recommend jetting the line and then having the drain clean guys rescope it immediately afterwards to see if there's visibly damaged plastic pipe there. At this point, there's enough gunk over the top of it that you can't see a clear crack in the pipe there. Aside from that, we've got excellent flow to the main. And other than the possible cracked area, the rest of the line's in good condition.